These are the top 10 best CGI moments in the MCU ranked from worst to best. I woke up on the right side of the bed this morning. Love and Appreciation woke up and chose me today. I checked my blood type and it was B positive. There's been a lot of really great CGI moments in the MCU, but we gotta get to the bottom of which one is on top. Oh yeah, it's my list. I can't miss. Kicking off the list, I'm gonna go with the repurposed scenes from Spider-Man 3 for Sandman and The Amazing Spider-Man for the Lizard. Although I was able to identify which scenes they were from, I thought it was really seamless and a cool way to have these actors in the movie even though they weren't able to do it because of COVID. From there, I got the Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket fight scene with Thomas the Train. Now obviously you gotta suspend your disbelief a little bit, but the way they shifted back and forth between their perspective and our perspective, plus, I want my daddy. I want your daddy too. From there, I'm gonna go with basically any Iron Man armor from the first Iron Man movie. Mark II right here, yeah, it's completely CGI. Huh, you said what? But it's really crazy when you go back and look at 2008's Iron Man and just look at just how great the CGI was back then because they also mixed it with practical effects. Let's throw a little Hot Rod Red in there. I love the Hulk CGI from the first Avengers movie. I remember watching that on the big screen for the first time and being like, is that the actual Hulk? The way they were able to get his skin looking so damn real and his face looking like a deformed version of Mark Ruffalo. Yeah! Did you know that Doctor Strange's cape was fake the entire time in Infinity War? You know CGI is good when you don't even realize it's CGI. But even when you know they're traveling to a different dimension on some Inception shit, this is the best use of it. I know I critiqued No Way Home, but it was because of how good it looked in Doctor Strange. I gotta mention the de-aging technology too, because although sometimes it's kind of hit or miss, for the most part, I feel like they've nailed it, especially Sam Jackson and Captain Marvel, but I think it looks really great with everyone here. Michelle Pfeiffer. Next up, I got Black Bolt and Reed Richards' costume for Multiverse of Madness. They were completely CGI. Now, Reed Richards, you can kind of tell it looks CGI in some moments, but Black Bolt's I thought for sure was practical. It wasn't until they showed the behind the scenes that I realized it wasn't. But next up, I got the end scene from Iron Man 3, and you're probably thinking, Sammy, where's the CGI? Yeah, this is not Robert Downey Jr. He wasn't available to shoot this scene, so they replaced him with a body double and then CGI'd his face over it. I didn't know that till this day. To this day! This day! That deserves a goddamn salute. But next up, Rocket Raccoon CGI is incredible. The motion capture work really makes me feel like Rocket Raccoon could be living in our own real world. The facial expressions, the movement, even the way he just talks and his mouth moves with the word, his crying, his emotion, top shelf stuff. Ha! But you could not live with your own failure. What did that bring you? Back to me. Because I think the motion capture work for Thanos is on par with like Avatar movie. There's so many times where I'm looking at him in Infinity War and Endgame where I'm like, this guy's gotta be real. There's a big ass purple alien with a nutsack chin out there somewhere. Like, come on, you can't tell me that does not look photorealistic. They made purple skin look real. Somehow people on Earth will still find a way to be racist towards purple people. But I think it's like the skin pigmentation and the pores. Because even if you look at his hands, look how real that looks. His nails, he's got dirty nails too, bro. Somebody get Thanos a manicure. But with Thanos, Marvel really said, reality can be whatever I want. And now I rest and watch the sun rise on a grateful universe. And that's why it's number one. Acknowledge it.